Hello and welcome to Norwood News. Today is Friday, December 2nd, and I'm your host, Kristen McDonald. It is great to have you with us as we end another week here in Norwood. This week on Norwood News, the town has kicked off the holiday season with the holiday extravaganza. The library has lots of plans. Friends of St. Nick shares this year's honoree. Guess who's coming to NCM? Restorative Massage and Wellness has a new location, and the 150th Committee celebrates the season with a holiday concert. But first, this past weekend, the NHS Athletic Hall of Fame held its annual induction. 9 athletes and 2 coaches were recognized for their achievements during their time at the school on the Hill. One inductee, Steve Grenham, NHS class of 1991, recounts what he was feeling during this special event.
It's an unbelievable feeling, and to be recognized, by the Norwood High School Athletic Hall of Fame. Interestingly enough, I wouldn't say it's a dream come true, because when I was growing up or in high school, there wasn't an active Hall of Fame. So when you were going through, you're playing for the love of the sport, you're playing for the camaraderie. But as far as that day goes, it was just an amazing feeling to be inducted with such a great group of athletes. Probably most importantly, to be there with my family. It was incredible. To have my parents there was just great. It was really phenomenal to have them there. I mean, they everything to me. They've done so much for me. So to have them there, as I said in my speech, it's just as much as their honor as it is mine. To have my own wife and kids there was, again, fantastic. It was amazing. Kelly's been with me for a long time. And then the boys, to be able to be there and see not only, some of the things I did in high school, but the other athletes as well. And I think lastly, and I made reference to this in the speech as well, just to talk with Bob Goonan, because he was the guy when I was 12, 13 going to the ball. It was absolutely amazing. I don't think I've ever said too much to Bob Goonan. We actually played against each other once in college, and that was over 30 years ago. So to meet him, to talk with him, and also to wish him luck in the courageous battle he's facing right now, that stood out to me greatly.
Again, congratulations to all athletes and coaches on their inductions. It's the holiday season, and the annual Friends of St. Nick luncheon is just around the corner. Each year, the Friends of St. Nick honor a person who goes above and beyond to help the community. This year, Matt Brown will be honored. St. Nick board members Mike Curran and Jeff Mahoney stopped by NCM to promote the event with Jack McCarthy on Norwood Digest.
It really is humbling to see the contribution that this town in this event has made, and just another thing we were able to do was make a donation in honor of Bob Clifford, who we lost during the pandemic as well. Just a perfect Friends of St. Nick type person, very low key. Did so much for the town, great hockey player in his own right, and I had him for history, and he was one of the best teachers I ever had. He touched so many kids' lives as a teacher and through hockey, and his family through hockey. And then, we lost him, and we said, geez, what can we do? And he loved Friends of St. Nick every year. And we were able to at least honor him in that way and make a donation in his name. So things like that to honor the town and the people that make this event so special. And even this year, we can transition. That's your job, but
You just
for a
keep
transition
going.
question.
Wake me when you need
because
me.
we're coming a little full circle on honorees. Speaking of next generations, because this year, in the past, the Brown family is well known in Norwood, and Doc Brown back in the day was recognized, and now his grandson, Matt Brown, is going to be our honoree this year.
Yeah, and truly an inspiration.
Yeah.
I've known Matty for a while. He's good friends with with my daughter Megan, and he is truly an inspiration. And it was a great. When I read that, I was like, they get it right again, because you guys always do. You always get it right as who do you honor, and so I'm sure they'll be a full house just if the Browns themselves come.
That's what we said earlier. We're fortunate, like you said, that Matt, everybody in town knows him. He's been an inspiration. Obviously, he's been through so much in his life, but chooses to stay positive, chooses to have the right attitude, help others. Some recent things with his foundation they just started that we'll highlight, and we're fortunate. This year's event, we're pretty much fully sold out. I joked with Mouse before. That's because I think there's like 300 Browns coming and then a couple other people coming. But but we're fortunate, obviously, great family, great kid in Matt. And the best part is he has so much more to do coming ahead in his life that we're hopeful this is kind of a platform for others that might not know Matt to hear a little bit more about his story and how it grows from there.
The annual Norwood Holiday Extravaganza was this past weekend, where children and adults of all ages had fun getting their faces painted and roasting marshmallows, among many other things the Recreation Department put on for the town to enjoy.
We have our annual holiday extravaganza today, jam-packed with horse hay rides, hot chocolate, s'mores, barnyard babies, crafts, and face painting. Also, Norwood, please be on the lookout for our spring program guide. It will be coming out mid-January. We do have some new programs as well as our traditional programs coming out, so please be on the lookout for that. Also, the 150th is holding a Christmas concert on December 8th here at the Norwood Theater, so we'd love to see if you can come out and support.
We have the Norwood Winter Extravaganza going on today. We just had our annual reindeer dash. Everything went great. On top of that, we actually have the madrigals singing on the gazebo. Fantastic job by them. On top of that, right behind me is actually the petting zoo we have going on. Everything has been going great over here. Lots of kids are enjoying the animals. We got some pigs, chickens, sheep, all that good kind of stuff. And then on top of that, we actually have some marshmallow roasting going on, a nice fire pit for all the kids to get warm. I know it's raining, but doesn't seem like the crowd's stopping anytime soon.
Even though Norwood was lucky enough to have Santa visit already, NCM is so excited to announce he is coming back on December 14th. Yes, you heard me right. Santa is coming back here to NCM Studios to talk to our Norwood kids. Santa is very busy, so he will be Zooming with our kids that day. That means you need to sign up in advance. NCM will be releasing a sign-up sheet next week on social media. Make sure to look for it and sign up to Zoom with Santa. If you have any questions, give the office a call at 781-551-0338 or email staff@norwoodcommunitymedia.org. We'll be right back to visit with Living Local, sports, and government coverage.
On December 14th at 6:30 p.m., kids can call in via Zoom the Saint Nick himself, Santa Claus. Santa will be accompanied by Aaron the Elf, and you can talk to Santa about your Christmas list and what you're looking forward to during the holiday season. Sign-ups will be available December 5th. Follow NCM on social media for all the details.
With the holidays just around the corner, we can sometimes feel the stress that comes around this time of year. To help combat some of the stress and the aches and pains of the winter cold, we turn to restorative massage and wellness at their new location on Washington Street.
Located at their new space at 714 Washington Street in the heart of Norwood Center, Restorative Massage and Wellness takes a clinical approach to massage therapy.
It is a beautiful day at Restorative Massages and Wellness, and my name is Isaac, and I have been in Norwood for the past 7 years. Since 2015-16, I was working as at Essential Day Spa and at 532 Washington Street, and we moved to 681 Washington Street in 2018, so we just moved to that new location right now at 714 Washington Street. And I've been serving the community in Norwood since 2015, about like 7 years.
With over 21 years of experience in the medical field, Isaac leverages his strong assessment skills to develop and execute the best treatment plan based on each client's needs. His clinical approach to massage therapy allows Isaac to achieve maximum benefit for clients in each session.
Here at Restorative Massages and Wellness, we do things a little bit different. We want to, every single client that walks through the door, they feel comfortable and feel welcome and warm welcome. And we do a lot of extra things we add on our service. That's like our brand, that's make us different. I've been a nursing assistant as well since 2002. And I've been trained by physical therapists and occupational therapists since 2005. So I've been working with them. I'm very comfortable and very good on stretching. So that means sports massage is something that is very popular here that we offer, and also as well as couples massage. We offer all kind of service, like a deep tissue sports massage and hot stone massage. But one of the main focus, we do a couples massage as well as the spa treatment that we offer as well. The couples massage is the most popular.
Isaac is proud to announce with the new location, a new product line is also available. Restorative carries products by Avita, which specializes in essential oils, body oils, and aromas. But most of all, Isaac is happy to have his shop here in Norwood.
I mean, I love working in Norwood and I love the community, and the people in Norwood, they're very supportive, and I've been very blessed to be around the town of Norwood. They've been kind of like supporting me from the beginning to the end, even with the construction. They helped me out with the, inspection and everything. I'm very proud to be, serving the community.
To learn more about Isaac and Restorative Massage and Wellness, check out their website or give them a call at 781-349-6608.
I'll have to check out restorative massage myself once basketball season is in full swing. Now we're going to toss it over to Jordan Robinson with school news.
Hi guys, I'm Jordan Robinson and I am a junior at Norwood High School. Let's take a look at some activities happening in our Norwood schools this week. In Norwood High School news, congratulations to Emanuela Elongo and Joey DeVingo for being named Students of the Month. At the end of the half day before break, the traditional Thanksgiving football rally was held outside. The bleachers were packed and there was plenty of school spirit. The Coakley Middle School would like to thank everyone who donated to CMS's annual canned food drive for Norwood Food Pantry. It is a good problem to have when you need to find someone to help you to deliver donations. Special thanks to teachers Rachel Siegel, Julie Baedes, and Joe Downs for helping out with the food drive. At the Balch School, as students begin to enter the holiday season in Miss Salvucci's 4th grade, she would like to continue to recognize and celebrate the cultural diversity in her classroom. Students and families were recently invited to share a little bit about themselves, their culture, and their special family traditions that are celebrated throughout the year. This can be done through a show and tell where students and their families can bring in special items from home that represent their culture and share them with the class, through reading a special story or sharing music that represents their culture. To begin this celebration of culture and family traditions, Miss Antes, a former Balch student and currently special education teacher, came in to share with students about her Portuguese culture. She read a story to students in Portuguese, talked about her country of Portugal, and also shared with us her talent for playing the accordion, which is one of the instruments used during special dances and celebrations. Students were very excited to learn about her culture and had many great questions. This presentation got students excited to share more about themselves. One student even created a presentation about her home country of Nepal to share with students when they returned from Thanksgiving break. Ms. Salvucci hopes that more families and students will come in to talk about their beautiful cultures and family traditions in the days to come. At the Callahan School, students in art classes decorated squares to capture what they are grateful for and created a gallery of gratitude. Principal Scarlett Grant would like to thank art teacher Kristen Atea for leading such an amazing and colorful work. Also, whether it is at a teacher table, whole group lesson, or cooperative small group work session, here are images of Callahan students engaged in learning. It is great to see the staff creating strong relationships with students and challenging them with meaningful work. And finally, at the Callahan, here are students in Jill Wood's 2nd grade class working through a design process. Ask, imagine, plan, create, test, and improve to create a family table for Violet, a character in our table by Peter Reynolds. STEM Scopes is a comprehensive suite of results-oriented STEM curriculum and professional development solutions used by more than 9 million students and 750,000 teachers across all 50 states. Created by educators for educators, STEM Scopes is highly adaptable, affordable, and supports instruction in any kind of learning environment. Here are 3rd grade students at the Prescott School digging into STEM Scopes lessons by examining a lima bean. At the Cleveland School, they are also cultivating awareness to foster and learn about gratitude. Art teacher Christine Atea is creating a school-wide bulletin board for students to post their gratitudes. Let's take a look at some of the students' notes, and we'll hear from some of the students themselves.
Gratitude, is not attitude, it's gratitude. So I think that gratitude might be more than a thank you. It's welcoming others and being thankful for the tiny things that we have and not the big things that we don't have.
I'm thankful for everybody, what everybody do things for me, and I do things for them.
People help you, and when you switch school. When you switch school, people can help you when you don't know how to speak a different language. They can help you learn how to speak the other language.
I'm thankful for my parents because they help me on homework.
I'm thankful for God. I'm thankful because He created us in this world.
Yesterday on the bus, my friend gave me a picture, and today in the morning I gave a picture back.
I love my mom because she got me 2 dogs. I learned about gratitude. When somebody is nice to you, you do it back to them. I'm thankful for my family because I love them.
Thank you to Cleveland reading teacher Nora Galvin for providing the video clips. It is great to hear directly from the students and learn what they are thankful for. Well, that's it for school news. The students are always learning, and thanks to the educators who share their school news to us. Now let's send it over to Ron Marshallsey with the latest sports news.
I'm Ron Marshallsey, and this is your Sports Update. The football team had a hard-fought Thanksgiving game over in Dedham, losing the Turkey Day game 14-6. Coach Manny Lopes and the team had some great and exciting games this season, and you can rewatch some of them on the NCM School/Sports On Demand channel. Just head to norwoodcommunitymedia.org to relive some of the best moments of not just the football team, but any of the great Mustang sports teams this past fall. The 36th running of the Norwood Turkey Trot was held on November 20th, and NCM talked to race director Jim Henry about how the race went and why he continues to stay involved.
I got involved with the boosters because as a high school athlete, they were a great asset to the athletic program. I ran cross country and track in high school, and there were gentlemen like Mr. Clifford, Mr. Quinlan, who were integral parts of putting the boosters program together, and they did a lot for us. So when my son was a student here, I definitely wanted to join in and give back and follow their example. This event, I've been a runner most of my life, and it is a passion, and organizing events is what I love to do. I started with this event as a volunteer, and I branched out into a small business for myself where I organized races throughout the year in the Norwood and Westwood Walpole area. But it's a great organization. It helps the students. And it's a way to give back to not only the school but the community. Hopefully the race continues to grow. When I started, we had about 420 participants. At the most we had, which was 2013, we had over 900. So we've been averaging, over the last few years, we've been averaging between 600 and 700 runners. But people come back year and year for this because they love the event, and there's a great time afterwards. We've been partnering with Lewis's for almost 20 years as the post-race event host, and they've been great to us, so we continue to go to them. We have people who continue to come back year after year after year. It's a draw to the boosters. It gets people involved. It brings people not just from Norwood, for the event, but we get participants from all over. It's nice when you get people who travel to your event because you're reaching further out of your network, and you're getting a good reputation that the event is worth traveling for.
Turkey Trot and NHS alumni, as well as Southern New Hampshire University graduate student Jacob Logan, is heading to Seattle to run in the national championship, representing the SNHU Penmen. Logan ran in the NCAA East Regional in Farmingdale, New York, and came in second place and helped the Penmen finish fifth. Good luck to Jacob in the national championship this Friday, December 2nd. A little over a week ago, I sat down with 7th grade lacrosse player Jacoby Dalton. Jacoby was selected from 200 athletes as one of 22 players to play on the Mass Bay Colonials boys lacrosse team that will be representing Massachusetts in Texas on December 10th and the 11th. The Colonials' 22 players are representing 20 different towns in Massachusetts. I asked Jacoby what it meant to be a part of the team and what he's looking forward to when he travels to Texas.
It's really fun, and the community is really great there. The coaches are awesome, the kids are all nice to each other and everything. It's really fun. My dad saw an email for them and it sounded really interesting, something awesome to do, and so we went to the tryouts, had to apply first. Out of 3,000 kids, only very few got selected, like 120 something, and only 22 got selected. It's going to be really good to represent for Massachusetts, because Massachusetts is a good lacrosse program, but it'll get lacrosse noticed more too, I feel. It'll be good for lacrosse altogether. Our next practice will be at Baptist College, and we'll be getting new jerseys and a brand new helmet. That's really cool.
Jacoby is one of 3 7th graders on a team of mostly 8th graders. And like any 7th grader that gets to travel for a game, Jacoby is excited to feel like a pro when he gets on that plane.
I've seen professionals always taking plane rides to games and stuff, so I think of that when I'm going to be on the plane.
I gotta admit, Jacoby's right. Those plane rides do seem like a lot of fun. And finally, the tryouts for winter sports are underway, and as soon as the games start to begin, we'll be reporting on what happens right here on Sports Update. And that's it for sports this week. I'm Ron Marshalsea. Back to you, Kristen.
Thanks, Ron. Now let's see what happened at the Board of Selectmen meetings this week. At Tuesday's meeting, Norwood's Board of Assessors met with the Selectmen to present this year's tax levy. The tax levy is the revenue needed to be raised from taxation to fund the town's budget. The tax rate is set by dividing the tax levy by the property value. Chairman of the Board of Assessors, Tim McDonough, recaps past rates and explains the proposed rate for 2023.
We're taking the tax levy, dividing it by the property value to come up with our tax rate. If there were no shift, in other words, kept at one single tax rate, we would take that levy and divide it by the real estate value, and we would have one single tax rate of $13.50 for every property, commercial and residential. The tax levy. There are components of the tax levy, as you all are aware. We begin with the year levy. In addition to that, the prior year's levy, you're going to add in 2.5%, which is allowed under Mass General Law. Then we're going to add in our new growth, which has been picked up. And back, if you remember, a few years back, there was an override, which resulted in an increased value. So when you take those factors, we are able to determine what is allowable by a maximal allowed levy.
Following the presentation, Selectman Donnelly made a motion to approve the new rate at 4.7%. The Selectmen voted unanimously to approve. The Board of Selectmen meet again on December 13th.
For all things government in Norwood, Norwood Community Media has its own Government on Demand channel. If you go to norwoodcommunitymedia.org and click on the Government on Demand button, from there you can search for any meeting from the Board of Selectmen to the Airport Commission and everything in between. Norwood Community Media is your home for local government coverage.
Library Director Clayton Cheever has many programs and activities planned at the Morrill Memorial Library this holiday season, as well as some important announcements. Enjoy this holiday Morrill moment.
Greetings from the Morrill Memorial Library, Norwood's public library for everyone. I'm Clayton Cheever. I use he, his pronouns, and I'm your library director. I'd like to tell you about a few things happening here at the library this December. I hope you had a very wonderful Thanksgiving and are finding ways to gather with your friends and family and celebrate all that this season has to offer. I have some exciting programs, resources, and materials I'm going to tell you about. I hope you'll come visit us and make us part of your routine if we aren't already. We're now open 7 days a week. Mondays through Thursdays, we're open from 9 in the morning until 9 at night. Fridays, we open an hour later at 10, so we can have an hour every week for staff training and communication. You can visit us from 10 until 5. Saturdays, we're open from 9 in the morning until 5 in the evening, and Sundays, we're open from 2 to 5 every afternoon. Of course, if the day gets away from you or coming to the library just isn't convenient, you can always access an amazing number of resources online at our website, norwoodlibrary.org. Now, I'm sure it won't surprise you, the library will be closed on Sunday, December 25th. We'll also be closing early on Christmas Eve, Saturday the 24th, so if you're planning to visit us that day, please know we'll be closing at noon. Since Christmas is falling on a Sunday this year, the federal holiday is Monday the 26th, so we also will be closed on that day. We'll be open until 5 on Saturday the 31st, and then closed all day on Sunday, January 1st, and Monday the 2nd, so please plan accordingly. Word has certainly gotten out about our programs for children and their families this month. People seem especially excited about our craft programs. There's one for teens that I'm sure will be a hit. On Thursday evening, December 15th, starting at 6, we're inviting all Norwood teenagers to come and create a winter gnome to cozy up your home this winter. Using socks and rice and some other decorating materials we'll provide, you're sure to enjoy making these fun creations. Registration is required, so please visit our website or give us a call today to register while spaces are still available. There's a lot of great programs for adults too. While often full of good cheer, this time of year can also feel really stressful for a lot of us. So we're excited to offer a program to help calm your mind. On Monday evening, December 12th, starting at 6, Emily Egan Bright will be conducting an in-person mindfulness workshop. With a bachelor's degree in psychology, a master's in public health, and professional experience at Riverside Community Care providing mental health services, Emily will help you find some inner peace with helpful and enjoyable techniques. Please register for this program on our online calendar or give us a call so we can help you get registered while spots are still available. As I mentioned earlier, we have a lot of great resources available online through our website, norwoodlibrary.org. One resource that I've personally found really helpful is Consumer Reports. We have an institutional membership that grants you full access to professional, unbiased reviews and recommendations for tons of popular products, from air fryers to washing machines. They had guides to all the best deals on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and they are a review source you know you can trust because they've built their entire existence upon independent research with integrity. Each product includes an overview and a ratings report card, as well as tester reviews and recommendations. Get it on your phone and comparison shop in the stores to make sure you always get the best deal. You can find Consumer Reports on our website in the alphabetical list of databases under the Digital Resources menu. I've brought some books with me today that I'm excited to tell you about. Jessica Vickus created this fun book for budding teen activists looking for creative inspiration. It's called Crafting Change, Handmade Activism Past and Present, and it contains sections on embroidery, knitting, sculpting and building, quilting, and beyond. It covers craftivists from the 1830s to the present, with most of its focus on more recent work, but with some fascinating historical stories. Are you familiar with the AIDS Memorial Quilt? How about all the knitting that was done for soldiers in the First and Second World Wars? The book ends with some great project how-tos and encourages the reader to dream about what's to come next. Are you familiar with Jan Brett's books? These are great for sharing with young folks when you're looking for some quality time together around a richly illustrated, cozy book. This book here is The Snowy Nap, but really you aren't going to go wrong with any of her books. My kids grew up loving her book, The Hat, and this is a follow-up companion book. They both star this adorable hedgehog named Hedgie and his animal friends in the wintry Danish countryside. While picking these books, I was reminded of our book bundles. Have you discovered these yet? Our librarians put together a mystery pack of great books that share a theme. You check them all out, and then when you get home, you get to unwrap their present and discover what we hope may be some new favorites. I wonder what's inside this bundle of cat books. I've also brought some books for older readers. Do you enjoy the idea of baking but find it a little intimidating and way too time-consuming? I seriously encourage you to check out the books by Zoe Francois and Dr. Jeff Hertzberg. Today, I brought the seasonally appropriate holiday and celebration bread in 5 minutes a day. Using truly groundbreaking technique that they've previously talked about in Artisan Bread in 5 minutes a day, you can use this book to learn how to store homemade yeasted dough in your refrigerator and use it whenever you need to make savory, sweet, healthy, and decadent recipes for any occasion, anything. With beautiful pictures and easy to follow text, this just may be your next favorite cookbook. On a wildly different note, perhaps you joined the international obsession with serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer, spurred by the recently released Netflix series. Durf Backdurf knew Dahmer in the 1970s when they went to high school together, sharing classrooms, hallways, and car rides. His graphic novel, My Friend Dahmer, first published 10 years ago, is a dark, complex, and insightful look into the disturbing psyche that's sure to resonate with people looking for understanding in this gruesome story. Now, I could talk about books all day, but let me take a minute to remind you that we have a lot more than books at the library. One of Norwood's hidden treasures is our library of things. If you've been wondering about this cat in my lap, I'm holding it because I want you to know that you could borrow it and take it home. We can all feel lonely sometimes, and having a four-legged companion is known to provide significant health benefits. However, sometimes living with a living, breathing companion just isn't feasible, and many people have found comfort with cats like this one that respond to touch. It can be really helpful. We have this and so much more in our collection. I encourage you to check out our library of things online to get inspired for all the ways you can benefit from our shared treasures. This has been a Morrow Moment. From everyone here at the library, I wish you and yours a safe and happy December.
The Norwood 150th Committee is excited to announce tickets are now available for the Winter Holiday Concert. Norwood 150 Committee member Ann Haley has all the details.
Hi, I'm Ann Haley, and I have a great entertainment idea for you. The Norwood 150th Committee has worked with Norwood Theater to present an evening of winter holiday music. On December 8th, our evening will begin at 7:30. The entertainment will be provided by a large group of talented people who have spent at least 3 months rehearsing so that they can bring you a delightful evening of songs and music. There will be the Gainsborough Brass Ensemble. It's a brass quintet directed by John Mahoney, and a diverse selection of songs will be performed under the direction of Kathy Connor-Moen by the Community Choir and the Amici Cantores. They will be accompanied by Robert McDonough. I'm sure that you all know Catherine and Robert from their hard work for the Norwood school systems. We are also fortunate to have Norwood's own very talented Grace Allendorf, mezzo-soprano, sing for us. Tickets can be purchased at Morrill Memorial Library with cash, check, or credit card, or they can be purchased at the Senior Center with cash or check. I look forward to seeing you all on Thursday, December 8th at Norwood Theater.
Well, that's all for Norwood News. To stay up to date with Norwood Community Media, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend.